Hi, my name is Jessica Elms, and this is my pechakucha project on me and how I became this well-rounded person that I am today. From the get-go, I've always had supporters and people who loved me and encouraged me to be the best at anything that I do in life. Two of these people would have to be my parents. Obviously, they encouraged me to be a great role model to my brother and my sister. They always encouraged me to do my best in academics and athletics and always put my best foot forward no matter what. And this was a life lesson that they had taught me. My brother and my sister are the ones that I grew up with. Well, mainly my brother. We used to go out and we'd go hang out with his friends and ride bikes, and I was such a tomboy. 16 years later, my sister came and she taught me how to love a little baby and to be like a parent. So my love for BMX and riding bikes turned into an 8 to 9 year stretch of me racing BMX. It was a great time in life. While it was an individual sport, I was on a team and learned lots of lessons, like being one of the only females in the sport at the time and always having to race boys. There was this time that a guy took me out at the finish line just because he did not want to lose to me. That was a hard lesson I learned, that not everybody is going to be nice in this lifetime. But even though he did that, I still won hundreds of thousands of trophies and races over the year. I was state champion for 7 years in my age group, and at one point in time in my BMX racing career, I was ranked National 5 in the nation. And then high school came, and I changed sports, and I got into cheerleading, which again was a team sport, but instead of it being an individualized team sport, it was a whole team sport. So I had to learn how to deal with a bunch of females, which was new, and work together. At this time in my life, everything was awesome. I had my brother, I had my sister, we lived in a nice house, we lived in a nice area, I got to do the sports that I wanted, and I was doing good in school, I was popular, everything was pretty awesome. And then heartbreak. High school heartbreak, boyfriend heartbreak, friend heartbreak, it all happened, and it all happened really fast. I also lost my grandma at this time, so I think everything hit me like a ton of bricks, and it sucked. And then along with this came with my parents and the fighting and the arguing, which wound up leading into them getting a divorce while I was 16 and in my sophomore year. This was a very hard lesson. My brother and my sister went to separate houses, and I felt like I was all alone. So alone to the point where I gave up on school. I left. I dropped out my sophomore year and just got a job. I started working and trying to figure out life by myself, which wound up with me partying and learning a whole new lesson that way, which brings me to this and my daughter, and I had her at 19, but along with that came depression and mental issues that I had to work through and had to figure out for myself, which was fun. And then I figured out that I can, and I will, and I changed my life. I pulled my head out of that area down there, and I figured out that with a little bit of hard work and effort that I can lose the weight, I can get out of my mental disability, and by taking Zumba and getting into fitness, that helped. I love to dance. It was a great outlet for me. I met lots of people who were encouraging, so much so that I actually met a guy who went to Bryan College. With this, I started getting back into riding motorcycles and going out and having fun, and the more I rode my motorcycle, the more confident I was, and the more confident that I was, the better that I felt, and to this day, I still ride, and I love to ride. And I love to ride with my family. They are the best thing that has happened to me. They encourage me non-stop to do great in everything, despite my daughter's look on her face. They encouraged me to go back to school, and I did, and I got my associate's degree at Bryan College, and I was honestly not quite sure what I wanted to do. I was going to go be a personal trainer, which I did for a little bit. I managed the curbs, which taught me some fun lessons, but I'm back getting my bachelor's degree, so I can be a PE teacher. I want to give back. I want to encourage kids to be better. I want them to know from an early age that being physical and getting out there and trying new things is a good thing. And I want a good life. I finally got my house in the country. It took me like 10 years. It was a hard lesson to learn. Becoming an adult, trying to figure out finances, but I made it. A lot of it thanks to my family. And this is me. I went through ups, I went through downs, I figured things out, I asked for help non-stop, and I thank you for watching this pechakucha project on me and how I became me.